before providing the meal to old men and children? Or have you committed some abominable act? What has happened to you? Tell me. And Arjuna, being extremely grief-stricken, he could not speak anything. He was choked up his throat because his most dear friend Lord Krishna had disappeared from this world. So Arjuna was feeling, he was continuously remembering Krishna was riding his chariot. And Arjuna was remembering, oh my dear Lord. Actually what has happened is, on the way, Arjuna was, when Krishna disappeared, Arjuna was getting all the 16,000 queens. Some of the queens he was getting to Hastinapur, queens of Krishna, so that Yudhishthira can protect them. But on the way, when Arjuna was getting the queens, some coward boys, hunters, they attacked Arjuna with bows and arrows. And they attacked Arjuna and with force, and Arjuna took up his gandhi and started laughing. Ha ha, you are this coward boys, why are you attacking me? And Arjuna started fighting. But to everyone's surprise, Arjuna was totally defeated by the coward boys. And they took all the queens and they left. Krishna's queens are gone. So Arjuna started crying. Arjuna was thinking, see, this is my power. When Krishna was there, I defeated even Dronacharya and Karna and Bhishma. Now Krishna is not there, even coward boys are defeating me. So who is the source of my power? Lord Krishna is the source of everyone's power. So then he was wondering, but how can this defeat? But he did not know that many thousands of years back, Ashtavakra Muni, his body was bent into 8 places. So some maidens, they rendered nice service to some damsels, Swargaloka, Apsaras. They rendered nice service to Ashtavakra Muni. So Ashtavakra Muni blessed them, you will get the Supreme Lord as your husband. So they became the queens in Dwarka, some of them. And but after they got the benediction, they became a little proud. And then Ashtavakra Muni started walking, because he's bent in 8 places, he cannot walk properly, like with jerks, he's walking. So they started laughing, ha ha ha, see Ashta, see how he's walking. They started laughing at Ashtavakra Muni. And Ashtavakra Muni immediately cursed them. Said, okay, you will become the Lord's queens, but somebody will kidnap you. And you will be separated from the Lord. Then they again started crying. They felt forgiveness at the feet of Ashtavakra Muni. Please, please, please. So okay, he blessed again. You will get back the association of your husband, the Lord again. I bless. So now Krishna was thinking, Ashtavakra Muni's curse is there, so they have to be kidnapped and they have to be rescued. So what happened is, when Arjuna was carrying those queens back, actually Krishna only became the coward boys. Krishna and Balaram. And they came and they kidnapped the queens from Arjuna. Arjuna did not know that this is Krishna. He could not even identify. So, and then after taking the queens, Lord Krishna sent them to Goloka, to the eternal Dwarka. So, in that way they again regain the association of Lord Krishna. So then when Arjuna was thinking all these things in front of Yudhishthira, he said, my dear friend Yudhishthira, I have lost him. I have lost Krishna permanently. At Draupadi Swayamvara, how could I have shot that arrow in the eye of the fish? Seeing the reflection, it was moving, the wheel, and Arjuna had to shoot in the eye of the fish. He said, before I shot my arrow, I remembered Lord Krishna. So my arrow went perfectly. So he was the source of my victory in the Swayamvara. When the Indra wanted to devour the Khandava forest and Agni was getting killed, then I went with Krishna to save Agni. But again, I was powerless. Only Krishna saved the forest. When Durvasa Muni came with his thousands of disciples in the forest and he was going to curse us because we had no food, It was Krishna who appeared and reminded Draupadi, see, you have one grain of food in your pot. So Krishna saved us. When Jarasandha was fighting with Bhima for 28 days, nobody knew who will win. At that time Krishna picked up a straw and he separated, saying that Jarasandha is actually the son of a demoness known as Jara. She has actually joined both parts. So if you want to kill him, you separate both the parts. So it was Krishna who saved Bhima. It was Krishna who saved Arjuna in Kurukshetra. Oh my Lord, what I have done. Arjuna started lamenting. This great Lord, the Supreme Lord, and I have slept with him. I slept with him on the same bed. I did not give him respect. I spent my leisure time with him. When Krishna was glorifying himself, sometimes Krishna would glorify his own activities. I said, what? Oh, you just keep quiet. I told Krishna like that, and I started glorifying myself. I would reproach him sarcastically. But due to intimacy of our relationship, Krishna being bound by my love, he did not say anything. He accepted. His joking and his fine talks, they were all mixed with his beautiful smile. Oh my dear Lord, where has he gone now? He's left me. So in that way, he was crying in separation. And in Krishna's absence, he says, everything has become a nightmare for me. I don't want to live in this world. So Yudhishthira said, what happened to the Yadus? He said, all the Yadus, they have drunk this rice wine and they fought against each other, just like, bigger fish, they eat the smaller fish. Similarly, Krishna knew that the Yadus cannot be killed by anyone. So only way is he arranged the Yadus to fight each other. So the stronger Yadus killed the weaker Yadus, and then all of them were killed. Because Krishna wanted to end the pastimes and send them back. Because he needs their association even when he goes back to Goloka. Krishna wants to be with the Yadus, so he has to send them back also. So like the President of America, when he came to India, he brought all his ministers. Did he leave his ministers and go back? No, he went back. He wants his ministers always. So Krishna had to send them back. So he arranged like that. And in that way, all of them have disappeared and Arjuna became very quiet. But suddenly Arjuna remembered Krishna's instructions in the Bhagavad Gita and he became peaceful. He became satisfied, and he intense feelings of subduation. And as soon as Maharaj Yudhishthira heard that Krishna has disappeared, immediately Maharaj Yudhishthira also decided to follow Krishna to the spiritual world. Great devotees of the Lord don't want to live in separation from Krishna. Means those whose whole life has been spent with Krishna, how can they live without Krishna? So immediately he made up his mind. Even Queen Kunti, she heard this description from Arjuna. She also concentrated her mind fully on Krishna. And already Kali Yuga, from the very day Krishna has disappeared, Kali Yuga already had manifested. This was around 3102 BC. That is the day when Kali Yuga started. And now it is 2006, 7 AD. So more than 5,000 years ago. So being very intelligent, Yudhishthira Maharaj immediately called Parikshit and he enthroned Parikshit as the king of this earth. And immediately Aniruddha's son, his name was Vrajanab. From Dwarka, he made him the king of Shurasen, all the provinces of Dwarka, in those regions. He made him the king. And the next day, Maharaj Yudhishthira performed a Prajapatya sacrifice, and in the Prajapatya sacrifice he took off his royal robes and he concentrated his mind fully on the Lord. He became dumb. He stopped speaking to his brothers, everyone. He took on the robes of a mendicant. He gave up eating solid food, only liquid food. and his hair became loose. In that way he was appearing like a mendicant, and he became totally disinterested in everything, and he started walking to the Himalayas. There is a beautiful place in Gaumukha, above Gaumukha, Tapovan, Nandanvan, Badrikashram. He started going to the Himalayas. He started walking like a renounced person, totally absorbed in the thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Meanwhile, all his brothers also focused their mind on the Lord, and they also achieved Goloka. One very beautiful thing is that the Pandavas, they achieved Goloka in their very same body. Very rarely that happens. Normally we have to get a spiritual body to go to Goloka. But the Pandavas were so dear to the Lord, they had embraced Krishna so many times, they had touched Krishna, they have played with Krishna, so their bodies have become so spiritualized that with their same body they went to the spiritual world. So in that way, and Vidura also, he was in Prabhas Kshetra at that time, he also disappeared. He did not go to Goloka immediately. He went to where? Who was Vidura in his previous life? Yamaraj. So he went back to Pitruloka. Temporarily Yamaraj had come to become Vidura to assist in Krishna's pastimes. So that took place for 1 year in the Pitruloka. Here many 100 years passed, but there only 1 year passed. So that time Aryama, one of the demigods, he became Yamaraj for that time. Aryama, he took charge. But after Vidura returned, he again took the post of Yamaraj because he had that service to do for Krishna. So in that way, the Pandavas achieved the supreme destination. Now, gradually the Lord Krishna has disappeared, the Pandavas have disappeared. So Kali Yuga is coming with full force on this planet. King Parikshit, after the disappearance of his parents, Pandavas, he married Iravati, the daughter of King Uttara, Uttara's son Virata, and he begot four sons. Janmajaya, Shrutasena, Ugrasena, and Bhimsen number 2. 4 sons he begot from, and then under the direction of his spiritual master Kripacharya, he went out on the banks of the Ganga to perform austerities for the benefit of his praja, his citizens. But he was seeing that these 4 papas were spreading everywhere. Gambling, intoxication, illicit sex and meat eating. Everywhere it was spreading and quarrel was coming. So as a Kshatriya, he said, I will fight against Kali. He took out his sword, he mounted his horse and he started riding his horse. He travelled all over the world chastising those people. He got rid of all the wrong things happening on this planet by his power of his devotion to Lord Krishna. He was already the king of the earth, but he had to show his supremacy by actually travelling all over the world and making everybody subordinate to him. And normally everybody knew the trick how to please Parikshit. Wherever Parikshit would go, whichever kingdom, they would all surrender to him, offer him money, wealth, dakshina and all those things. But they would they would call him and they would organize a nice program. And in a public offering, they started glorifying Lord Krishna. So Parikshit was so happy he would spare the kingdom. Okay, go. He was so happy to hear the glories of his own Lord because he was always searching for Krishna. So he would become so overwhelmed with feelings for Krishna when they would describe. So even as a Kshatriya, he would become he was a great devotee. But when he was wandering and slowly eradicated the whole planet of all this sinful activity going on, and Kali Yuga became very afraid of Parikshit's power, because one powerful devotee can stop Kali Yuga. You see here. So ultimately that Kali, he took the garb of a king to hide himself, and he went and there was one bull and one cow. sitting. The cow was standing, the bull was sitting. Because the bull had lost 3 legs. Only 1 leg was remaining. It was crying continuously, you see. And the cow, she was also very, very weak and very much distressed. So, who was the bull and who was the cow? Anybody knows? Nobody is reading Bhagvatam. Yeah. Bull was dharma and bhumi was the cow. Already by Kali's influence, dharma had lost his 3 legs. What are the 3 legs dharma had lost in Kali Yuga?
Mercifulness, mercifulness.
There are 4 pillars of dharma in Kali Yuga which are destroyed by 4 sinful activities. First is truthfulness. Second is mercy, daya. First is satya. Second is daya. Third is cleanliness or shaucha. And fourth is tapasya or renunciation. So these 4 things were lost. Only one leg was remaining. Little bit people spoke the truth sometimes. So truthfulness ka leg, that 1 leg was remaining little bit. Otherwise there is no daya. Daya was destroyed in Kali Yuga. How it was destroyed? How is daya destroyed in Kali Yuga? Nobody knows. By eating meat. By killing cows. For satisfying our tongue. Tasting meat. We are killing cows. So where is the daya? Our heart becomes very hard. We don't want to. How can we protect the human beings if we can't protect the cows? So, daya is lost, it's gone. There is one movie which was published on the internet where it is shown how cows are killed in the slaughter. It's so gruesome. If somebody sees that movie, some devotee was telling me, Swamiji, if somebody sees that movie, they will stop eating meat immediately. But I said that is not happening. They are so shameless. There is no daya. The heart has become so hard now that even after seeing that movie or going to the slaughterhouse, when the tongue starts watering for meat, they forget everything. So daya is gone. And what is gone? Tapasya. Tapasya has gone. By how? By intoxication. By drinking, we cannot perform a simple, basic tapasya in the human life. We have to understand we are the Atma, we are the part and parcel of God, but by drinking we go into ignorance. We go into a world of our imagination. We cannot perform tapasya. We cannot try to see God. Illusion within an illusion. We are already in an illusion, then we drink, so we go in a double illusion. So double madness. What is the power? Mad monkey was there and somebody with some wine, he started dancing even more mad. Then a ghost entered into his body, then he became even more. Then they put made him blind. Then he became even more mad. So all this Papa in Kali Yuga, these activities, they are just increasing our illusion. Continuously they are increasing our illusion in this world. So, but we want to pay money and go into illusion. Oh, give me a nice bottle of wine, I will become more deluded. So we want to do like that. And the third thing was destroyed was cleanliness. Cleanliness is destroyed by engaging in gross sense gratification here and there. The cleanliness is destroyed of the body. And the fourth thing is truthfulness is destroyed by gambling. Truthfulness, because gambling is all just cheating, gambling with, we are not sure what is going to happen the next moment. So the truthfulness is destroyed by gambling. So these 4 pillars of Dharma are destroyed. The Dharma was crying and there was a conversation between them. Dharma said, "Oh good lady, oh Bhumi, why are you crying?" Bhumi said, "What can I do after Krishna left this planet? And when Krishna was there, all the sins he was taking by his mercy. But now Krishna has left. So I am so much overburdened by the sins of this world that I am no longer giving any grains, milk. I have withdrawn everything, and the people in this world are suffering. The genuine Brahmanas have taken over business. They are no longer speaking to the Vedas. They are going into administrative work, and religious principles are being destroyed by excessive sleeping, excessive eating. So I am very, very sad. Oh Dharma, but what has happened to you? Who has chopped off your 3 legs? Dharma said, no one is the cause. And Dharma said, as per our own past activities, we get the reactions. Kali may be a medium by which my 3 legs are gone, but actually the cause of my suffering I am. I am the cause of my suffering. He is only an instrument. He has given me the cause of my suffering. Sometimes when we suffer in our life, we blame God. And when we are happy in our life, we give credit to ourselves. See, I worked so hard, I made so much money, now I am happy. But I am suffering. Oh, why is God giving so much suffering? So that is not right. So, Parikshit asked Dharma. Parikshit got down from his chariot and with his sword, he was ready to kill Kali. And Kali gave up his robes of the king. And when Kali understood Parikshit is more powerful than me, then Kali fell down at his feet and was about to. Parikshit said, "I cannot allow a massacre of innocent animals like this bull in my kingdom. Why have you chopped off his 3 legs? I will kill you now." But Kali was very intelligent. Kali fell at the feet of Parikshit and he said to Parikshit, "I have fully surrendered to you now. Please, Parikshit. I fully surrendered to you. Please protect me. I am also your praja." So Parikshit wanted some testimony from the bull. Who is responsible? Because before giving punishment, there should be a proof. But the bull Dharma, he knew that everything happens due to our own karma. So he was not ready to blame Kali or he was not ready to blame Krishna. He said, the cause of my papa, my suffering is me only. So ultimately, Kali fell down and Parikshit immediately withdrew the sword. He said, anyone who surrenders to me, I don't kill them. If Parikshit would have killed Kali Yuga, now we would have Satya Yuga. Now there will not be Kali Yuga. But Parikshit spared Kali because Parikshit also knew the Chatur Yuga plan of the Lord. It cannot be changed like that. That is fixed. So Parikshit kept the sword inside. He was forgiven, surrendered. But Kali said, my dear Parikshit, but where do I stay in your kingdom? I mean, there is no place to stay. I am afraid of you so much. You know, which place I should stay? So Parikshit said, you can stay in 4 places where people are eating meat, people are gambling, people are intoxication, and people are having illicit sex. You can stay in these 4 places very easily, no problem. When Kali was just about to leave, and the Kali said, no, my dear Parikshit, there is no place in your kingdom where people are doing this right now. Because you have travelled all over the earth and you have corrected everyone. So where will I stay? no longer. Kali began to tremble and said, I don't have any place now because nobody is indulging in these four activities. So he begged for some more other place to stay where it is there. So Parikshit thought about very carefully and Parikshit said, okay Kali, you stay in the place where people, they hoard excessive wealth, gold, excessive gold. Where they are hoarding excessive gold and wealth, they don't know how to use that wealth. You stay at that place because when people have excessive wealth, then and we don't know how to use it, then they will use it normally directly for sinful purpose. There is no other way. To use our wealth in the right purpose is also a very important, expert activity which can be learned from Shrimad Bhagvatam. Because if we don't use that, then Kali will come to stay. So that is why you can stay in those people who will excessively, who are very miserly, who don't know how to use their wealth in the service of Krishna or for their own welfare, for their own spiritual welfare. You can go and stay there because there will be falsity, intoxication, lust, envy and enmity will automatically come there. So Kali was very happy, started smiling. I will stay now where people have lots and lots of money and I will spoil their brains to drink more and to enjoy more, to eat meat and all those things. Is that how? But still, even then, Kali was finding it very difficult to actually overpower the world because Parikshit Maharaj was present. He would not allow Kali Yuga to spread. So ultimately, by the will of Lord Krishna, Kali entered into temporarily, Kali made a specific situation by making Parikshit Maharaj angry on a great sage known as Shamika Rishi. He was a very great sage, Shamika Rishi, and he, Maharaj Parikshit being a great devotee of Krishna, anger was not known to him. He was always very peaceful. But by the will of Krishna, somehow Kali entered and Parikshit has gone to the forest. He was riding on the horse. He was riding everywhere. And after riding, he became very thirsty, very hungry. And he got down from his horse and he went to a nearby cottage where the great sage Shamika was performing meditation on the Lord Krishna. When he went there and he shouted at the sage, suddenly, "Oh, I am very thirsty. Please at least give me water. I am the Nripa. I am the maintainer of all souls. I mean the whole of the Praja. I am the king. I should be given respect. Please get up. At least offer me a seat and give me some water. At least speak some sweet words." It is said if a Atithi comes to our home, first we should offer him an asan, seat. And then we should offer some water. If we don't have a seat, if we don't have water, then at least we should offer some sweet words. That one is enough. Even that the Rishi could not do. That was the king, because he was meditating on the Lord. But the king, for the reason, Krishna's will, he thought that he is pretending. Because he is lazy. He doesn't want to serve me. He thinks that he is a Ucha Brahmana, I am a lower Kshatriya. This is the first time in Kali Yuga where this higher and lower things between Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra entered. First thing. The whole Varnashram system became corrupted from this point on. The Brahmanas became very proud. They started condemning the Kshatriyas and the Kshatriyas began criticizing the Brahmanas and the whole thing collapsed. And